closing in on game time at Wrigley Field. Interleague Baseball, next. It's been 100 years of baseball and counting at this place, and the charm hasn't faded a bit at venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, it's Game 2 of a 3-game weekend set between the Baltimore Orioles and the Central leading Chicago Cubs. Welcome into the broadcast booth, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here with play-by-play. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's focus first on the two starters that get the ball here this afternoon.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
More from the guys moving forward this afternoon, but first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the Baltimore Orioles, as Buck Showalter's crew will line up like this. Chet Steadman is on the mound to face them. His greatest challenge in this one will be avoiding the long ball. He's going to be staring down some guys that'll be tough outs in this ball game, but it'll be imperative that he keeps the ball in the ballpark. Jamal Weeks will stand in now. 2 hits and 5 trips for him in yesterday's ball game. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. So Weeks is retired here to start things out. And with that, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by the folks at Majestic. If it happens in baseball, it happens in Majestic. Nick Markakis will stand in. He drove in one of the 2 runs in yesterday's ball game. Tried to throw the fastball by him, but it's high, 1-2.
He's going to want to keep that pitch down a little more. Day game. Ball will be jumping, so you got to keep that ball in the park today.
The 1-2 with 1 away. Low for a ball as he battles back from down 0-2 to even it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Well, it looked like he had things in control to start him out. Now he's running from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last one wasn't even close.
And a changeup couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Chris Davis will take his first cuts now. Currently 2nd in the American League in home runs.
Come on now, it's okay right
here. In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
The 1-2. Runner goes for second. Pitch inside. The throw. Ball's there, and he is out trying to take second. Good throw.
Well, that was kind of surprising to see him stealing anyway. It didn't really look like he had a great lead at all, and they throw him out by a country mile.
Here's one hit towards the hole. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Orioles held in check there. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. A look there at the starting lineup for the Cubs now. They will match up against the Taiwanese-born left-hander Wei-In Chen. And defensively, the Orioles look like this. Jesse Padilla will stand in now, hoping to get on base. As you can see, he currently sits 6th in the senior circuit in stolen bases. And look out, that's in very tight, and it's ball 4.
Yeah. They went to the slider there on 3-2, and that's a pitch where you're really hoping the hitter will see fastball and swing through it. But it didn't work out that time. He winds up losing him.
Eric Robeson will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. A runner at first with no outs here. And this ball swung on and hit on the ground back up the box. Hardy for one. On to Davis, but too late, and they'll settle for just the one.
Well, you could have put the first base bag out in the outfield grass on this play. You're not going to double this guy up. He's too fast. Still, a pretty good job of at least getting that lead runner at second base.
Alex Rodriguez will get his first opportunity here. And as you can see, he's got that average up over the 290 mark to begin play. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2.
That's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. I mean, that couldn't have been an easy take.
And there he goes towards second. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, and here with the runner who's on the move, you've got no chance of even thinking about getting the double play. So a smart idea there just to take the sure out at first.
Junior Lake will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game. Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. And now this is swung on and pulled down the third base line. And they're going to strike first this afternoon as this is down for extra bases. And the run is in to score to make this a 1-0 ball game.
And if you do nothing else in the first inning, you want to at least give your cleanup guy a chance to hit with a runner in scoring position. Well, he gets that chance here, and he follows through on it. He drives this one for 2 bases and picks up that opening run of the game.
Wellington Castillo will stand in here for the first time, looking to pick up that runner from second with 2 away here. And the low 80s slider is in there, and he's in control. 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. you can put that changeup below his knees, you won't come within a foot of it.
And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. Now here's the ball hit sharply toward the right side. That's in there, base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
And you'd like to think that a 2-out single would score your guy from second, but this ball was just hit too hard, and he's forced to hold on at third base.
Ryan Buckner will stand in. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
You need to be awfully careful here. Runners at the corners, that's bad enough. You do not want to load the bases here in the very first inning.
On the ground is short. A flip comes to Weeks at the bag, and that ends the inning. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this. Adam Jones will dig in for the first time here, looking to change his fortunes a bit as he's seen that average dip these last 4 or so games. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
And after that pitch was called a ball on the pitch before, I mean, I think this actually qualifies as strike 4. You know, on the mound, he's probably thinking, hey, can I apply the credit to the next guy?
Nolan Reimold will get his first cuts here. Now a bullet foul as the third base coach had to give it the old Olay that time. The right-hander deals on 1-2. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. There to play it is A-Rod. And a leap over at first, but he comes down with his foot on the bag to record the out.
I think he's going to owe his first baseman big time after that play. You know, the throw is high, and that'll be a sure error, but look at the hops as he gets up to snare it. Then he comes down with his foot on the bag. That's a nice play.
J.J. Hardy will stride in now. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's ball game. The pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They trail this one 1-0. Freddie Santiago will start things off in the bottom of the second. Here he comes on 2-1. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
They already walked one guy in the first inning. Now he's in danger of losing the leadoff guy here in the second.
Swing and a ball hit fairly well, heading high and deep toward right center. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And this will bounce up against the ivy now. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Right center field. This is a fastball, and he just slashes this thing the other way into the gap. No real chance for the outfielders to cut that one off, and he's going to wind up on second with a leadoff double.
David Torres will get his first shot at it here. Runner's on his way to third. Pitch inside, the throw.
And let's just train our camera on that runner leading off from second. He's watching that pitcher like a hawk. So once he sees that he's not paying attention to him, he just takes off. And the head-first slide gets him into third just ahead of the throw.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Now a ball lined hard toward right center. And this will be caught out there in right center, but that should be more than enough to get the job done. And they will not try running on that arm. Wisely so, as he holds on tight with one away now. Chet Steadman will stand in with a golden chance here to help himself out with a runner at third.
And he knows this is a definite strikeout situation. So the big key here is, at the very least, find a pitch you can put in play.
Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
Oh, that was taking a big risk. You've got to know you're trying to score against a guy that's got one of the best arms in the business. And he sets up and makes a great throw here to the plate, but that runner's just able to slide by safely.
Jesse Padilla will stand in for a second time. He drew a base on balls to lead off the home first. And now he'll try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the Cubs 2 and the Orioles nothing. Manny Machado will lead things off. Bottom third of the order set to go here in the third.
Overrated.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away.
And the way this guy's pitching, you can bet these guys are thinking, thank goodness he's over in the other league. I'd hate to face him 3 or 4 times a year. Once is way too much.
Matt Wieters will get his first shot now, and you can see how he's done over the course of this 5-game hitting streak.
Here we go, Cubbies. Here we go. Here we go, Cubbies. Here we go.
And this is swung on and bounced up the center of the diamond. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He doesn't really have a chance to set himself up, so this is all arm, but he makes it look routine.
Wei-Yin Chen will stand in here hoping to pick up his club's first hit in the contest. Got him swinging on the splitter that time, and with that, the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They're still down. It's 2-0. Eric Robeson makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. Hit hard towards the hole, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Well, he's given up single runs in the first and the second. Now he's got to deal with another base runner here to start the third. Doesn't seem like he's had too good a handle on things so far. Now he's right back into trouble again.
Alex Rodriguez will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Nobody out, runner on first. Now a ball lined to the right side, and A-Rod has a base hit, and the runner will hold at second, so 2 on with nobody out.
Boy, it's only the third inning here, and he's already given up more hits so far than he did in his entire start last time out. He hasn't been able to reproduce what he had going on last time, at least not to this point.
Junior Lake will stand in. An RBI double to his credit the first time around. Runner holding tight at second, now the pitch. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
Well, this is turning into a real dogfight now.
Now a swing and a ball lofted down the right field line and fairly deep. And that is down for extra bases, as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. And the second run will score. It's now a 4-0 game.
And what a perfect way to start an inning right here. You get runners on first and second, and you know that puts the pitcher in a little bit of hot water. Then, as you see here, he turns up the heat even more, driving in both of those runs and winding up on third base. Still nobody out.
Wellington Castillo will dig in now with 2 runs already home and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away. Now a swing and a ball pulled down the line to third. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball. And they'll add another as this is now a 5-0 game.
Well, I don't know how you start anything much better than this. That's 4 straight hits now. This one brings home a run, and they're all set up to bring home a crooked number if they can keep this going.
And now here comes Oriole manager Buck Showalter on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be off for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart early here this afternoon, and you have to figure he will not be thrilled with his performance in this one. Dylan Bundy is going to come on to pitch here, and seeing as though it's just the third inning, he may be asked to work for a while. Ryan Buckner will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. And forget about the double play now, as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
You know, sometimes when you come into the game, the mound on the field is a little bit different than the one out there in the bullpen. I don't know if that affected him here at all. Maybe I'm just making excuses for him, but he hasn't been in the game for all that long, and he's already in court the wild pitch.
Short lead from second, now the pitch. Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No, strike 2, says the third base umpire. Swing and a miss, and that's a much-needed first out there.
And you have to figure he didn't think he'd be seeing any action this early on, but He's going to need to hold down the fort for a while here, now that their starter's already out of the ballgame.
Freddie Santiago will stand in. He doubled and later scored his first time. In there at the letters, 1-2 now. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory now toward the third base dugout. And the catch made here by Wieters, and that's out number 2.
And one thing this kid's going to find out is that everything speeds up at the major league level. Those pitches that you were on top of in AAA, they have a tendency to get on top of you much quicker now. You got to learn to adjust.
David Torres will stand in. A line-out victim his first time. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And this is hit sharply on the ground toward the hole. And that's through into right field for a base hit. Marquez is able to get this in, though, and they'll smartly hold the runner at third. Chet Steadman will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Now a swing and a ground ball, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2.
Get the base hit!
To right field. And Marquez will make the catch and the side is retired. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Cubs 5 and the Orioles nothing. Jamal Weeks will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. Torres is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first out.
And with the big lead, he can afford to take a few chances with that fastball. And here, this one works out for him because this is nothing more than an easy fly ball.
Nick Markakis will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. Here's the 1-2. And this is swung on and sent on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Man, and not only has he not allowed a hit to this point, but he's also faced the minimum so far. You can't do much better than that.
Chris Davis will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And that misses 2-2. Orioles still looking for their first hit of the ballgame. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Jesse Padilla will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth. And this is in the air now, out to left. There to take it is Reimold, and that's your first out.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Eric Robeson will dig in, 1 for 2 to this point in the ball game. Now a check swing here and a little looper. Weeks ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
He tried to check his swing. Looked like it was going to be a strike anyway, but he couldn't commit all the way. And as a result, he gives him a free out here with an easy, soft lineup.
Alex Rodriguez will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, he's going to find that hitters in the big leagues are much more patient than they were down at AAA. A strikeout in the minors turns into a walk at this level.
Junior Lake will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
All right, guys, let's do it. Come on.
A check on A-Rod, now the pitch. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Adam Jones will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
Just overmatched him there.
Pitch in the dirt, swung on and missed for strike 3 as they'll need to throw to first here. And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out.
Boy, that's a really nice play there behind the plate. He doesn't panic. He takes his time and makes the good throw on to first. So score that a strikeout with a 2-3 putout for good measure.
Nolan Reimold will stand in. He grounded out his first time.
Come on, Cubs.
Swing and a miss as he starts the frame with back-to-back strikeouts here. 3 in a row going back to the last inning, and there are 2 away. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. J.J. Hardy will stand in here hoping to at least put a ball in play here this inning. Swing and a ball hit hard to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Wellington Castillo will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Now batting, first baseman,
Ryan Buckner will stand in 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with 2 strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Freddie Santiago will bat now. He popped out in foul ground last time. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And a little tapper here in front of the mound as this may work as a sacrifice. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, and the only silver lining to this offensively is that you get that guy up to second base, and now he's in scoring position with 2 outs. But I would doubt seriously that that was his intention.
David Torres will step in, a base hit in his last time.
Come on, David.
Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Now, he does have first base open, so he doesn't have to come in right here. He can try to make that perfect pitch, and you know what? If he misses, who cares?
5 runs, 8 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Close to the bag at second there. Now the pitch. Here's a ground ball to first. And Davis will take this one himself to retire the side. Cubs strand 1 as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Manny Machado will get things started here in the top of inning number 6. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Matt Wieters will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. Picked up by A-Rod. And now against his body. A jump throw. And he's safe at first. Boy, a great effort, but he wasn't able to get enough on that throw. And that'll be scored an infield single. Quentin Berry will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 34, Quentin Berry.
Anything, he'll swing.
Very high, 2-1. In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
There's that splitter again. Seems to be getting better and better as the game goes on.
Full count now, 3-2.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
And a changeup has him fooled there as this is lifted in the air out to left center and shallow. And nobody can get there in time. Base hit. And the throw will go to second as they get the force out.
Boy, oh boy, you don't see this all that often. I mean, this is a base hit 999 times out of 1,000. All day long it's a base hit. But he comes up firing from the outfield position, and they wind up getting a force on this play.
Jamal Weeks will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far.
Free swinger at the plate.
Right on that pitch that time as he wraps it into center field, a base hit. Throw will hold that runner at second base, and now there are 2 on with 2 out.
And even with our score where it is, I mean, this game is not over. You know, if they can chip away, maybe get a run or 2 here, they can get right back in this ball game before you know it.
Nick Markakis will step in now and see what he can do with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. And this is going to be a foul ball. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch one more time. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this is foul near the seats. And now a swing by Markakis as this is pulled on the ground to second. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Oriole threat goes by the wayside as the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local station. Edgmer Escalona will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 59, Edgmer Escalona.
Chet Steadman will stand in now, and given the big cushion he has to work with on the other side of the scorecard, he'll go ahead and hit for himself here in inning number 6. And he misses with it, ball 4. And a terrible start to the inning as he's walked the pitcher leading things off. Jesse Padilla will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far. And here's a slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Well, this is due justice for the guy on the mound. He probably should have had the strikeout on the last pitch, but, you know, at the plate, you got to know you're not going to get that pitch called the ball twice in a row.
Eric Robeson will stand in. He flew out his last time up. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Let's go, Cubby!
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away. Alex Rodriguez will stand in. Base on balls his last time. Swing and a ball headed towards the hole. What a stop! The second for one, and it's right over his head. And he will beat the tag of Wieters safe at the plate.
When you're already losing, the one thing you can't do is give away more runs. I mean, you're already in the hole. The last thing you want to do is keep digging, but that's what's happening right here. Things are going from bad to worse now.
Junior Lake will get another shot now. 2 for 3 in the game. 6 runs, 9 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies.
Let's go, Iowa.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
And with 2 walks in the inning already, he can't afford to fall behind anybody else if he wants to stay in the game.
Little base hit here, that's all.
Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
And the way this inning's gone, his eyes had to be lighting up on that pitch, but all he could do was pop it up.
Wellington Castillo will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Swing and a miss, 2-2 now.
Yeah, looked like he guessed right on 2-1. That was a good time to swing for the fences.
Ball hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats, foul. And a fastball taken the other way, but this should be routine out there in right field. Settling under it is Markakis, and he puts it away to retire the side. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. We're through 6 full. It's the Cubs 6 and the Orioles nothing. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front, and before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Chris Davis will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Here comes a 2-2. And he gives this a pretty good ride that time, but that's going to be up amongst the crowd, a foul ball. Oh, and he's waiting on the fastball that time as he belts one high and deep to right center. And a perfect start to the 7th, as this should be extra bases. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Yeah, not a lot of offense to go around for these guys so far. It's just their third hit of the ball game, but at least this one's an extra base hit and goes for a double.
Adam Jones will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Oh, yeah.
Up high, 2-1 now.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. He's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Come on, let's hold them.
And he goes the other way with the fastball as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Torres moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number one.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
Nolan Reimold will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
Boy, this guy's got him the lead back in the very first inning, and he hasn't looked back since. He's had everything go his way so far, and this inning's turning out to be no exception.
J.J. Hardy will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Two-one. Trying to shave that outside corner with the fastball, and he missed it. It's 3-1 now. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
101, Cubs.
And he goes the other way with the fastball as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And this will find the alley now for Hardy. That should be extra bases. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. And you can see on the graphic right here that that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
Manny Machado will stand in, called out on strikes his last time. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out towards straightaway right. Torres is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. One for the O's here thanks to the exploits of J.J. Hardy. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's the Cubs 6 and the Orioles 1. Now here comes Baltimore manager Buck Showalter out to the home plate area, card lineup in hand, so it looks like a double switch could be afoot here. Troy Patton will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Ryan Flaherty is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting ninth now on the double switch. Ryan Buckner will step in now to lead off the home half of the seventh. And here's a swing and a ball lifted in the air into fairly deep center field. Jones is back near the ivy as he makes the catch for the first out.
That ball was hit well, and it might have been a different story if he pulled it. Instead, he hit it to the big part of the ballpark, and he's retired.
Freddie Santiago will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a swing and another fly ball here as things are getting busy out there in Central. And Jones will handle this one for out number 2.
Now batting, right fielder, David Torres.
David Torres will stride in, grounded out his last time through. Now a ball hit to center field and deep. Back goes the center fielder way back, and that ball is gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center, number 11 for him on the season, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Fly balls here in the inning. The first 2 found gloves, but not so lucky on this one. He may have been playing with fire, and he winds up getting burned here with 2 away.
Chet Steadman will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2. This crowd, likely in the 40,000 range. They've got to like what they've seen so far.
Oh, and it's been a complete performance. They need to find a way to bottle this up and keep it going.
And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. We're through 7 this afternoon. It's the Cubs 7 and the Orioles 1. Matt Wieters will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
There's a swing and a miss as, oh my goodness, he loses the shillelagh on that one. Look out.
Here you go in show motion. He puts a lot into this swing, and then on the follow-through, you see it just go whoop. That's why you always got to stay alert in the stands when you come to a game.
And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. Ryan Flaherty will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Next pitch here will be number 100 through 7 1/3. struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. A look at our line score this afternoon, and it's been a good one for the bleacher bums thus far. The homestanding Cubs enjoying a big lead here late. Jamal Weeks will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
2 out, nobody on. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. Here's the 2-2 offering. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They're down 7-1. Jesse Padilla will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. Here comes a 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Now a swing and a fly ball. And Markakis won't get there. It's a foul ball. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th. Eric Robeson will stand in. Base on balls his last time. And, ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. Makeup call there?
I don't know, but let's just say they're even.
And did he hold up in time? A look down, and yes, he went around. It's strike 3.
One thing you learn real quick as a rookie, you don't get any easy at-bats at this level. You got to be thinking up there every single pitch, because guys up here, they'll tear you apart if you don't.
Alex Rodriguez will get another shot now. 2 for 3 in the game. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
And he's not going to earn himself any points with this performance out of the bullpen so far. The control just hasn't been there. You know, that's mission number 1 for a reliever.
Junior Late will try again. 2 for 4 in the ballgame. The 2-1. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Yeah, that's where you need to be selective. That was a pitcher's pitch, and now you give that advantage right back.
Here's a drive now out into right center field. No shot for Jones or Markakis, as this is going to get all the way to the wall. Around third and being waved on home. And he will score as well, and they're really putting some distance between them now as that lead gets even bigger.
Well, this is what happens when you dig yourself a hole out there on the mound. This is all his own fault. And both of those runners are going to come around to score on what works out to be a 2-run triple.
Darren O'Day will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Wellington Castillo will be his first assignment, and he's got a tough spot here with the runner at third and only 1 gone. couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike. One out and a runner on third. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. In the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate, and that'll keep the runner at third. And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Well, that's okay. You would have liked him to chase on 3 and 2, but you had your base open here, so now you can really focus on getting yourself a ground ball.
Ryan Buckner will try and erase his 0 for 4 in the ball game. And he swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. Jones has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Good job there to pick up an insurance run here on the sacrifice fly. The way their starter's throwing, he may not even need it, but I bet he'll be grateful for that extra cushion, no doubt.
Freddie Santiago will stand in. He flew out his last time up. 3 runs already home here. Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. Throw over to Hardy at second, and that'll end the inning. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this. Nick Markakis will start it off here in their half of the 9th, and no sign of a reliever. They're going to let him try to finish this one off.
Well, he's been brilliant so far, so why not see if he can take it the distance? It just doesn't happen these days very often.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Another try at 2-2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. 2 outs away from a victory here that you'd have to say will be a rather convincing one.
And you know, Matt, in every phase of the game, hitting, pitching, defense, it all favors the home side here. Top to bottom, they've been the better team.
Chris Davis will step in. He doubled and later scored his last time. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. Now, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
And here's a big swing as he sends this one in the air out toward deep center. Santiago has to range back a ways, but he makes the catch in front of the ivy for out number 2. Orioles down to their final out. And standing in, the fine center fielder, Adam Jones. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first will be in time to get him. And the Cubs have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
Well, we talked about how they needed a good outing out of this guy. And he gave them that and even more, finishing off the complete game victory.
one more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he winds up really filling up that stat. 3 extra base hits in the ball game, and he was a handful every time he stepped to the plate.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 10-1. So long from Wrigleyville.